How you doing, everybody? Chef Jimmy here. Chef Walsey's in the back.
Background here. We're going to be working the camera today, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy's going to be making some wings for you, so I'm going to let him take over, and I'm just going to hang out in the background here and eat some bugs.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I make my smoked wings. It's very simple. A little bit of Old Bay seasoning in the bottom of the bowl. You're going to take your 10 wings. Normally I have gloves, but unfortunately I ran out. So we're just going to go ahead and put 10 wings in.
You prefer the drum or the flats?
I am a flat kind of guy. I do like my drums, but I like my flats because there's more meat on the flat.
Exactly.
A lot of people think it's the other way around. It's not.
It's not.
Okay, so we got our 10 wings. Now you got Old Bay on the bottom. You're going to generously sprinkle Old Bay over the top. So basically what you want to do is you really want to coat them completely. Go ahead and mix them in. Flip them over. Now, mind you, this is something, when you put them in the smoker, you want to get them nice and smoke flavor, but you don't want to cook them. So your smoker, you want to set at the coldest setting, so you're just getting all smoke. I know a lot of barbecue places, they'll cook them complete. Yeah. I do not. I actually put them in the fryer. I'll show you how to make the oil for the fryer. It's just a pot on the stove, and I'll show you what I do. There is vegetable oil, and I use Crisco, so there's a double
whammo.
Double whammo there. All right, we'll take these out to the smoker and fire up that smoker.
Get my cane out through here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful night out.
Oh, it's gorgeous out.
Absolutely gorgeous. Almost like camping weather.
Right?
And there in the background, ladies and gentlemen, is the box van that he almost rolled over.
Yeah, that was a scary experience.
In
Ohio. So. Hate Ohio. No offense to people who live in Ohio. Don't hate you. Hate your state. All right, so I'm going to power it up. Once you start to see smoke come out of it, you're going to want to lay your wings inside.
Does this particular model have a smoke setting on it?
Yes, this is you want to turn it all the way down to smoke. You can set it at any temperature. Yeah. If you want to cook them fully, I would suggest doing 350 to 375.
Yes.
So your skin doesn't turn to rubber.
Exactly.
I prefer
put a crisp on it.
Right. I prefer doing it this way. This is the way I did it in my pizzeria.
Sure.
I made my own smoker. Yeah. And then once I got the smoke on them, I would take them out of the smoker, put them in the fry oil, and fry them up. Nice. So once you start seeing a little bit of smoke, which I have now, open it up. You're just going to lay them, kind of space them apart. Not too far apart, but not too close together. Again, you're just getting the smoke flavor. You're not cooking them.
And hopefully everybody can see this very well. I mean, it's starting to get dark out, but it's not too dark. But let me come. There we go. Beautimous. Beautimous.
You're just going to put them in there. And then we'll go back inside. While those are smoking, we'll go ahead and start making we'll go ahead, start making the oil. Get the oil together with a little bit of Crisco, and we'll get that melted down. Once it gets up to temperature, we'll start frying some wings.
And bear with me, folks. I do have a bad hip, and I have to walk with a cane right now, so I'm not a real speed racer, but we will get there. That I promise. And you know what? If I fall down or trip, it just makes it more funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I can laugh at your expense, just let me know.
Exactly. I'm going to go to the hospital with bug juice and feet and head stuck in my teeth. So
go lay down. Go.
There's Leo in the background, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Mr. Superman.
That's a Superman. He's the one that dove off the 18-foot balcony in New York when Jimmy was there. But
gave me a scare like you wouldn't believe.
You can't tell it, though. Hi, buddy.
All right, Bubba, go lay down. You can't be back here. You know that. He's very good about not coming back behind the line while I'm cooking.
Yeah.
So he's actually pretty good about that. Go lay down as he makes a liar out of me.
He's just excited. Got company. I'm home.
Now the biggest thing when it comes to chicken, make sure you wash your hands every time you touch the chicken. Please do not cross-contaminate. That is a big thing with me. I have a cousin whose son has allergies. If you cross-contaminate, it could actually kill somebody.
Exactly.
So please be careful. I know not a lot of people are allergic to a chicken, but salmonella it's real. It's
nasty.
It's a bad thing. So please, 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 I can't stress it enough. You touch raw chicken, wash your hands. I don't care if it's cooked, and you go to touch something else, wash your hands, please. I'm very, very big on it. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is watching other cooks just continue. All right, so for the oil, you've got vegetable oil. You don't have to buy a high grade. You can get any type of vegetable oil.
And you paid for it. It says right there on the top.
Right, it's paid. Crisco, that's the secret right there. Okay, you don't need a lot of it, but you're going to use a good chunk of it. I probably should have had this all set up ahead of time, but
it's all right. Now to get to see the process of what you're doing.
So I take a big bunch of big scoops out of it, put it in the pot. Now you're gonna get some people say, well, why would you do the vegetable shortening versus vegetable oil and mix it together? It's kind of redundant. There's a reason behind it.
Method to the madness.
Just like we constantly say, trust the process.
Exactly.
There's a reason I do it this way. I think you get better crunch out of the skin.
Yes.
I could be totally wrong, but it's what I believe. It's what I like.
You give it a try and see if you like it.
You could find out it's totally different. Okay, then you add your oil.
And you can see, ladies and gentlemen, too, that Jimmy is remodeling his kitchen. So
yeah, bear with me. It'll look a lot different here in the next month or two as I splash oil all over me. Should probably have my chef coat on.
Get a good drink.
That's a good drink. Don't throw it away. You can always add to it. Take your oil and put it in that and keep it. I, however, after I put the smoked wings in here, will be throwing the oil away. Once I put the seasoning in the oil, I'm going to kill the oil. Yeah. You're going to set it on high to start, so you melt down all your Crisco. Get your trusty thermometer. You want this to be at 350. Okay. You can go 400. You can go 450. I prefer 350. It's a longer cook, but it's a better flavor. So once that melts down, we're good to go. Now your wings. Biggest thing I could tell everybody is, as you can see, there's a lot of juice on the bottom. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to take that, get yourself some paper towels, get yourself a sheet tray. Yes, I keep my pots and pans in the stove.
So do I, and my wife wasn't used to that. And a couple of years ago for Christmas, she brought me a really nice inside grill that I kept inside the oven. And I got sick, and I spent some time up in St. John's in Springfield, and she forgot that it was in there.
Oh no!
And she started the oven to make a pizza one night, and she burned it up.
Oh boy!
And boy, she was upset about it. But you know what? The house is still there. She's still there. Nobody got hurt, so you know what? The grill could be replaced. But yeah, so now you always tell her, check the oven before you turn it on. But I'm the same way. It's extra storage,
right?
So
what I do now is I tend to pat these dry. I'll layer them with paper towels
Mhm.
just to dry them off.
Helps crisp up the skin.
That and it, with doing this on your stove and not having a confined area for your oil, you take the chance of boil over.
Yes. Yes.
This will just help you without the boil over. Okay. So then you take this and throw it away. We don't want that. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of moisture on the countertop.
Moisture. No moisture.
It's not actual chicken blood. It's the sweat from them thawing. But, again, regardless, wash it. What I usually do is I'll get myself a nice disinfectant spray. And give it a spritz and wipe it down. Again, it just prevents any growth of any bacteria.
And it smells good.
It does. And it keeps my nice white counter looking white.
Exactly. It does look nice.
And again, because I touched the wings, I'm going to wash my hands again. Now you're going to find out that it's a very monotonous process. You'll see me washing my hands a lot just because I'm dealing with chicken. Exactly. If I had gloves on, you'd see me swapping out my gloves constantly.
Yes.
You
can't have too many gloves.
Exactly. Now for the smoked wings, as you saw, I put them in a bowl and shook them, and then took them out and put them in the smoker. So there's your bowl. You're going to want to wash that right away because this is what you're putting your wings in. Okay? So right now, this bowl is contaminated. So you want to make sure you get that washed out, cleaned up. You can do all this while you're waiting for your oil to heat up. Get that cleaned up. Hottest water your hands can stand. My hands can stand a lot of hot water. Get that rinsed out and dry it out right away because this is what you're going to put your wings back in to bring inside to put in the fryer. That way it stays nice and clean and you don't have the contamination that was already growing in there. You don't have the bacteria growing. And we're still melting.
She'll get there.
But as you can see, the wings are pretty dry now, just from sitting on the paper towels. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll start taking the paper towels out. Probably shouldn't have done that. I have to wash that off again. Now I'll use a whisk just to kind of speed up the process of melting down the Crisco. If you want to get a shot of this. Now you all saw how much I put in here. So now you see how small it's getting. It takes a little bit to get up to temperature. If you're going to do it this way, make sure you got something to put your whisk on. You don't want to leave it on your table. You want it, because obviously hot oil, you don't want something hot laying on your counter. So we have these nice little dishes my wife bought, which are awesome.
They are awesome. I like that.
That just keeps the mess centralized.
You just got a few grease dumplings in there.
Oh yeah, just a couple.
Just a couple. They're about gone now.
But I get it. It's vegetable oil, but this is, vegetable oil and vegetable shortening. So it just gives you a better crisp. Yes. So basically you're doing a 70 to 20 mix, if you will.
Even my pastry stuff, I use a lot of Crisco because
you
give it that flakiness.
You build the
layers in there.
Right, and it just gives the wing a different flavor.
Yes.
Now at the restaurant, when I had my restaurant, I would fill my fryer. I had a 50-pounder and a 30-pounder. My 30-pounder I would fill with one jug of the fryer oil, and then 1 jug of the fryer grease, which is basically Crisco,
Yeah.
only liquefied. So I would fill that up about halfway with the oil, and then the rest of the way with the Crisco, and that would give me my wing base. So you just get a, personally, I think you just get a better cook out of it. She is getting there. This is going to be a little bit longer video than I like to do, but this way you guys get to see the actual full process.
Sure.
My wing sauce. Sorry, guys, I'm not telling you what's in it. This is my own personal wing sauce. This is something that I make, but it looks like that to start out with, but once you put it on the wings, it's amazing. I mean, I wish it was the smell-o-vision, because if you could smell it,
Well, I can smell from here.
yeah, it's good. And then I have my own blue cheese that I made that goes with it. So you got, it starts out with the Ken Steakhouse blue cheese, and then I kind of doctor it.
Yeah.
So,
Because right before you left, you gave me a container of blue cheese.
yes,
Your blue cheese you have to take home, and I am not kidding you. I could have drank the stuff.
yeah,
And I probably did at one point.
it's good.
And my wife Lori's not a huge blue cheese fan, but she loved it, and it was good.
Right.
Not only did I use it for a dip, I put it on my eggs, and I actually used it for a salad dressing as well. So it was a very it's good. It's really good.
Okay, so for us, I'm gonna cut up a couple celery stalks. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys all the same thing I tell everybody else. Store bought, supposedly washed. Wash them. You never know what you're getting.
Well, back in the day when I used to grab it.
I'm gonna point it out to you right now. See the dirt?
Yep.
There's a bug.
There's a bug.
So then you get that.
Yep.
So this to me is no good.
No.
So you definitely wash.
Well, years ago when I was driving a truck, I used to haul pumpkins and all sorts of stuff out of the field, and then literally it would go from the field into a box, into the back of the truck, and straight to the customer without getting washed or nothing. I'd handle it. So always wash your vegetables.
Exactly.
But
if you ask, they washed them.
Oh yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, they don't.
They don't, and I can vouch for that. Nothing against the
Don't
people.
want that.
No, nothing against the people or the process, but
right. And you don't want that. So chop those up. Now these, you just kind of want to cut them into strips. When you're doing this, curl your fingers, please. You don't want to chop them off.
You don't want no flesh.
Yeah, nobody wants flesh with their wings. And you get some nice celery sticks. So there's your celery sticks for dinner. Let's cut up a couple more. Why not? If anything, we get a couple good veggies for snacks.
Exactly.
If I don't talk a lot, don't mind me. I just kind of get in the zone.
Nothing wrong with that.
I try to be voiceful when I do this stuff to walk everybody through what I do. I'm new to this whole Facebook / YouTube podcast.
Yeah, I am too. We're just kind of learning together, brother.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing. It might not be get the best shots, but at least you'll understand and know what's going on.
All right, let's check our temperature. Sounds. Now, I can tell by the sound that it's getting up to temp.
She's starting to bubble in there, and look at that.
All right, we're getting close. About 285.
Those are nice. That's the exact same one I have at home to use. And it's not a rectal thermometer, ladies and gentlemen. It is a cooking thermometer.
Yes. If it was rectal, we would not be using it.
I can still taste the bug in my mouth. Crunchy.
All right, so there we got those. Get a plate. After all this is said and done, I'm gonna have to make my wife dinner, so that'll be something different because she doesn't eat wings.
If you listen to our podcast too, those are the Herbies, the mixed bugs I was snacking on. So Jimmy's picked out a beautiful assortment of bugs for me to try for you guys. So,
and wait till he eats the one. The face he makes is priceless.
Oh my gosh! Ugh. Yeah, that had some kind of a the aftertaste was just crazy on that one, but it's a bug. I guess I can't expect much more.
Now, normally I would put my blue cheese in one of these. I can't find the rest of them. I'm not gonna lie. It's the move here has been interesting because I believe most of my kitchen stuff wound up in my Conex box.
But once you get everything fixed and
once everything's situated, we'll be golden. All right, we're at 300, 310. She's a climbing. 319. Okay, when it gets that hot, don't close your thermometer right away.
End up melting the inside of it.
Which I have done. Give it a stir. We're almost there. So now what I'll do is I'll start turning the heat down a little bit. Okay, before I was on high, now I'm turning it down to 5. If I leave it on high, it's going to start to smoke. Okay, and that's something you don't want. You don't want, once it starts smoking, shut it off. Put a lid on it because it'll flash over real quick on the stovetop.
You do not want that.
No. That means you're way too hot, and whatever you put in it is going to burn the outside. It's going to be raw in the middle.
Exactly. And bigger chance of a flashover on you too.
Exactly. And that's never good.
No.
And your insurance company won't like you. All right, we're close enough. 336. Turn you on. Also, if you're going to be doing this, you're definitely going to want to invest in a ventilated hood system. Vent it outside. Make sure you don't have the one that recirculates. You want one that vents outside.
Not like that great grease smell in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Like living with burnt popcorn.
All right, so the biggest thing you want to do, get your tongs, get them ready, because as they cook, all right. So I went ahead and put them all in. What you're going to want to make sure of is, now if you got a full pan, you don't want to do any more than 20. Well, actually, if you got a full pan, don't do any more than 15. I would do 10 at a time. My pan was a lot lower. I got a bigger area. You won't have the boil over. And then again, wash your hands. Can't stress it enough. You're going to hear me say that a lot throughout the next several videos when we cook. I'm very big on keeping your hands clean. Remember, you're cooking food for people. I prefer to have gloves on, but like I said, I ran out, unfortunately, and with just coming back, I just didn't have time to go get a box of gloves. I will have them next time. Okay, if you want to focus on that, I'm going to go out and check on those wings real quick. Make sure we're not over smoking.
Chicken wings is just a swinging. Frying up chicken wings in the kitchen. You know what? Jimmy's out there checking on things. We do appreciate everybody watching this. This is actually our first cooking video that we're doing. And again, bear with us. Jimmy's trying to get his kitchen set up. He's been doing a lot of work and trying to get caught up on things. So I've got some new equipment I'm trying out. You know, I'm not real big on the filming stuff, but we're going to get better at it. So just bear with us. I'll show you the processes of things. And I just want to have fun with it. I want to have fun with it.
Okay.
So. I'm on wing detail.
All right, they're cranking away out there.
Gotcha, man. I'm your wingman.
Literally.
Yeah. I'm not goose, so I'm gander. Oh, shoot.
But you can smell it.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Nice.
Set these over in here in the clean sink. Let them drain.
And smelling it too, you can actually differentiate the different oils.
Yeah.
You can definitely smell the difference between the Crisco and just a regular vegetable oil.
Right. And it'll give it a darker color, even if your oil's brand new. It'll darken up the meat. Where if it's just vegetable oil, your wings are going to be light. And a lot of people look at it and go, well, if they order them plain, they're going to look at it and go, is that cooked?
Yeah, is that raw?
It is cooked.
Yeah.
It's a lighter color.
It's a lighter color,
But you can see the color changing as we go.
Oh, yeah, easily.
It was a nice bright light color, and now it's kind of a tannish color, if you will.
You can even see it on the wing itself, too.
And I got my trusty Angola water.
Yeah, Angola water right there.
My buddy will make fun of me because I'm not drinking Lakeview water, which is Bud Light.
Nice.
I don't know what you guys, what your guys' beer is out here that's normal.
It's hard selling anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't drank in years, so I don't know.
That's all right. I drink enough for both of us. I like my beer,
Yeah.
as you can tell.
And I never was much of a beer guy. I did drink beer, but it was like the vodka with me. I pounded the vodka.
Yes, I like vodka too much.
Exactly.
So I drink my beer.
Yeah,
Because there's only so much of that I can drink before I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm done. So with liquor, I mean, I could drink until I'm stupid, which doesn't take long because I am stupid. So
yeah, my wild days now are just flavored water packets.
well, Ultra, it's flavored water.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people look at it when I drink my Ultra beer, my Ultra, they're like, "Why are you drinking water?" I'm like, well, because it tastes like the tap water from Angola.
But duh, nobody asked that.
And it's made with water, right? Water's healthy.
Exactly.
This is the longest part of the whole thing, is just waiting.
process.
Yeah,
Cooking and waiting. You know, we talked about that too. Is we don't like to cut and edit a whole lot of stuff. We want
Right.
we want it raw, and
we want you to see exactly how long it actually takes. I know some people will get bored with it and they'll be like, well, God, your videos are so long. But we're showing you the raw portion of it.
Exactly.
We're showing you how long it actually takes. And what it boils down to is I want you to understand when you go to a restaurant and you order food, you're not getting it in 15 minutes.
no,
I know a lot of people get antsy like, well, they got their food first. Well, yeah, they ordered 2 sandwiches. You ordered, a steak.
exactly.
There could be 25, 30 tickets ahead of you.
Yes. You
So
never know.
people need to understand that just because you order it at a restaurant doesn't mean you're getting it faster.
No.
You might be able to cook it faster at home,
Yeah.
but you're paying for the experience.
Exactly.
You're paying for somebody to cater to you.
And that's why it's
So-
very important to have a good atmosphere,
Right.
and good staff that's going to keep people attentive. And
I mean,
checking on
I'm
them.
all about getting my food quick,
Oh, yeah.
which I am.
By all
And a lot of restaurants are. They're all about their times on
Exactly.
their tickets.
Exactly.
10-minute, 15-minute ticket times, period. That's what they want. Some, I mean, it's happened to me. You could be making a full meal and all of a sudden, boom, you drop a dish. I'm not sending out half the table.
No.
I'm remaking the whole table
Exactly.
because it all has to come out hot.
Exactly.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to the process of
And
working in a
there's
kitchen.
only so much you can prep.
Right.
A lot of the stuff is cooked fresh, and once it's fresh, and you're only going to
Yeah.
pull so much of it because you're not going to
Right.
have to use leftover steaks, leftover chicken, leftover seafood.
Yeah.
Once the special's done, it's done. We're not going to
Exactly.
save it the next day because it's not quality.
Right.
No, if you're going to make
Now, if I got a lobster and steak night and I don't sell it all, I'm not going to keep it out. So next week, I'm going to cut my portion down of what I pulled.
exactly.
And now if I sell more, now it's going to be a longer wait time because now I got to get that pulled out and ready to go.
Exactly.
So that's what a lot of people don't understand about the restaurant industry is there's a lot behind the scenes you people don't see.
Exactly.
Okay. I grew up in the industry. You've grown up in the industry. We've worked it. We've put our noses to the grind. It's grueling. It's an unforgivable job. You either love to be in that kitchen or you hate it. There's no in between. There's no, oh, I'll cook for a job. You might want to rethink that.
Yeah, especially when you're in a kitchen.
Right.
Half the size of this
Exactly.
with all your fryers and all your stoves and all your burners, and it's 110 degrees, 120 degrees in there. You're sweating. You've
Right.
got to keep hydrated. Then you walk out into the dining room where it's 60 degrees, and then you're freezing, and the atmospheric change is just different. And some people just can't handle the heat in the kitchen.
Exactly.
They just can't do it.
They can't, and that's where the whole phrase, if you can't handle heat in the kitchen, get out.
Yeah.
You
I'll
know?
give you a fan. Now you just turned into a conventional oven. You're cooking me up and down.
Yeah.
No
See,
matter-
in New York, we weren't even allowed to have a fan in the kitchen because they claimed it blew around spores. Not if your kitchen's clean.
Exactly.
You're not blowing anything around except heat.
Exactly.
So if I set it up to blow out a window, I'm blowing the heat out of the building, but I wasn't allowed to because I'm moving spores. It was the dumbest rule I've ever seen in my life. So after the health inspection, 90% of your kitchens would turn around, grab that fan out of the office, put it right back where it was before they showed up. Or if they came and said, well, you got to remove that, they would take it outside. And when they left, they'd bring it back in.
Right back in.
Because some of these kitchens reach 200 degrees.
Yes.
You can't have AC in a kitchen.
Yeah.
They do have it, but how effective is it?
Very little.
Right. And then they came out with the whole makeup air. Well, isn't that what the fan's doing? Blowing hot air out,
Yes.
sucking cold air in. But we can have it on our hood system, but we can't have an actual fan blowing out a window.
Most of the time, I just stayed in the kitchen because I didn't want to get that temperature change. I didn't
Right.
want to get cold down and hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. I'll just stay in my environment until my shift's done.
Right.
And I
The
didn't
one
like
year at my pizzeria, it was 4th of July, and we had opened up specifically for one bar, and I wound up getting the phone just kept ringing off the wall.
it. Yeah.
So I started taking orders. Well, the kitchen reached 210 degrees. It was 90 degrees outside. Every 15 minutes, all of us were walking outside to cool off. because it was so hot.
And 90
I finally
weather.
said, you know what, we're done. Shut it down. Everybody go home. I'll take care of the bar. You guys go home.
Yes.
Because it was just too hot. We couldn't handle it.
No.
I mean, 210 degrees in a small-ass kitchen.
Yeah.
It was bad. I mean, we were going through water like it was going out of style. I think I changed my chef coat 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was just saturated. And back then, I didn't sweat that much.
No.
You know, because I was used to it. But making that many pizzas, it got bad.
Yep.
And anybody that called, I was like, well, all we're doing is pizza and wings. That's it. I'm
That's
not making subs. Nothing's pulled. We're technically closed.
Yes.
But if you want pizza and wings, I got you.
Gotcha.
And it got to the point where I got down to my last 15 portions of dough, and I'm like, no,
Shut her down.
we're done. I need those for the bar.
Yes.
So I wound up shutting it down, and it made a lot of people upset, but a lot of people were happy that I was actually open because I was
Yeah.
the only one open.
Yeah, they got to be understandable too. You don't want people back there getting sick and
Right.
trying to cook, and it's not healthy.
No.
And like you doing your pizzas and stuff like that. You know, when I was training with a master chef who's a baker. 3 o'clock in the morning, we had all the ovens fired up, and we're making loaf after bread. And
Right.
And wintertime wasn't that bad.
No, wintertime was great.
Great, but you got the summertime. It's 90 outside. You know, it's like you said, it's a couple hundred degrees in there, and it's just, it gets miserable. So,
And that's what I want people to understand about the kitchen is that that's how it goes. You know, it's not for the faint-hearted. Again, you either love this style of life or you don't. And it's a lifestyle. It's not a job. It's a lifestyle. You know, and I've tried to leave this industry several times. I went off and, you know, became a welder and maintenance mechanic and a mechanic and, you know, landscaper. And every time I needed a job, where did I wind up? Back in the kitchen. And then next thing you know what? 4 years later, I'm still in the kitchen.
Browning up nice, starting to float.
Getting there.
Getting there.
Typically takes 18 minutes. Normally on a stovetop, between 18 to 20 minutes is what it's going to take. In a fryer at a restaurant, you're talking between 13 to 18 minutes, depending on how crispy you want it.
Exactly.
How
busy you are.
Exactly.
The more you cook in it, you're gonna.
The lower the temperature gets, the longer the reheat
That's
is.
another thing that irks me too is you get busy during your rush, but if you don't give that fryer time to heat back up, your product's not going to get done. You're going to have grease-soaked, grease-logged crab going out that you can't get no color to or crisp. Exactly. Because it's not, you know, you start out at 350, next thing you know, you're trying to drop wings in something that might be 220.
Right.
It just doesn't work that way. You got to make sure that your equipment's big enough to accommodate what you're putting out.
Exactly. All right, seeing as though those are starting to float a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and wash up this pan so I can lay them on the pan before I put them in the bowl. You definitely want to let the oil drain off before you add your sauce, because what will happen is as you add your sauce to the oily wing, you're going to have nothing but problems. It's just not going to be right.
It's not going to coat. It's going to fall off. It's going to be greasy, and it's just...
Right. And the hot oil is going to cause that sauce to actually reduce faster.
Yes.
Which is going to make it look like your wings have no sauce.
And I think we talked about that too earlier. Something like that, you're going to break down your breading on that, and it's going to get crumbly, and it's going to be a mess.
It's just not going to be the same.
You're going to have a paste.
Right.
A crust paste, a flavor paste. On a very light-colored wing.
Right. And then people are going to wonder why am I paying the same price? Because you ordered it with sauce. Whether it's on the side or not, do yourself a favor. Ask for 2 sauces on the side, because you're getting your 8 ounces or your 4 ounces. Yeah. If you're just asking for sauce on the side and only get 1 2-ounce cup, you got 4 ounces of sauce to 8 ounces of sauce on your wings or your fingers. So always ask for 2 sides of sauce on the side if you're not getting it on the wing or the finger. Yes, I know restaurant owners are going to be like, Jimmy, shut up. It is what it is.
Well, they're going to charge you 75 cents for that extra cup of sauce.
Just ask them straight out. You know, if I get it on the side, am I going to get charged extra for 2 cups? If they say yes, say, well, then just put it on it.
Long wing, huh?
You know, I'm not going to deal with paying extra for what I'm already paying for. You know, they could tell you all they want. Well, we only add 2 ounces of sauce. I speak from experience. It's 2 to 8 ounces, depending. There is no just 2 ounces. And if you look at any cook in a kitchen, not chef, but any cook, any kid that's working behind the line flipping wings, he's taking that jug and he's dumping 4 to 10 ounces of sauce in there for 4 wings.
Yep, exactly.
So it adds up, and it costs every portion that you give away costs more.
It does.
Okay. Like I was saying earlier, a restaurant I went to earlier. Okay. Dad's burger was like that thick. My burger was a frozen patty because I ordered just a cheeseburger. Not complaining, it was good. But
the consistency's gone.
It was different.
Yes.
Okay. It was like I got a kid's burger versus a real burger. But that wasn't my bitch. My bitch was the tomato slice was that thick. The onion slice was that thick. That's 37 cents they just threw down the drain. That's a loss.
Big time loss. People don't realize this, the food cost.
Right.
Know?
I mean, the frozen patty to me, all right, fine. It's all I wanted. I just wanted a burger. That's it. I didn't want anything spectacular. So when I turned around and got that little burger, I'm like, you know, it was good. I ate it. I didn't complain about it.
Yeah.
But me being me and being, you know, into the whole cost analysis, profit and loss, seeing those slices drove me nuts.
Can I see the manager, please?
Yeah. And then Dad got a portion of fries. My father-in-law got a portion of fries. I got a portion of fries.
They didn't give you the kids menu, did they?
That's what I'm thinking. It was like, did I get the kids menu? But again, it was like he had 3 potatoes. My father-in-law had like 2.5, and I had a half.
Yeah,
there was literally no rhyme or... So again, Joe Schmo gets a plate of fries, but doesn't eat them all and throws them away. I get a small portion of fries. Now I'm discouraged because his plate was full. Mine wasn't.
That's why it pays to actually weigh everything out.
Weigh everything out, please.
That way everybody gets the same amount. It's consistent.
Exactly. And if you throw it all in the same basket, do yourself a favor. Put a scale next to the fryer.
Exactly.
Weigh it out before you put it on the plate, because people eat with their eyes.
Yes.
They really do. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, well, the food was good. Yeah, but did it look good? Because if it looks like, excuse the expression, but if it looks like shit, in my eyes, it's going to taste like shit. I'm not eating it. I'm petty.
Presentation.
I'm sorry. Presentation is everything.
There shouldn't be a dish that goes out of the kitchen with grease on it, smudges on it, or anything.
Right.
That's a no-no.
Weird.
If it looks like shit and it's something you wouldn't put in your mouth, then nobody else wants to put it in their mouth either.
Exactly. I'm going to go out and check those wings again.
And all it takes is one person to complain about it that's going to...
Right. And it can ruin your image.
Exactly.
Completely.
Exactly. Do.
Oh, yeah, she's smoking good.
I don't know if we said it earlier. I know we talked about it on our podcast, but we wanted to send a happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. All the mothers who are grandmothers and who are still with us, and those who are no longer with us. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. So we hope everybody had a safe and blessed Mother's Day out there today. So good day here, and can't complain, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, this is going to work out almost perfect. By the time those are done, those will be ready to be dropped in.
There you go. Look at that. Timing. Starting to look good.
Bump up the heat a little bit.
Bump up the heat. Bump it up. Bump
Yeah.
it up or you will bump it.
Yeah, I was going to play a little music in the background, but I was afraid we'd get nailed for something. Let's see. Now you can see where the temperature is hovering.
Yes.
That's because of how many are in there. So it's actually taking a little bit longer because it cooled off. So we're at 274. Technically, we should be at 350. So they're taking a little bit longer than I would like. Oh, I just did what I told everybody not to do. As you can see, I've done it before because it melted a little bit. So be careful.
talked about this with other cooks as well. Do you like music in the kitchen? Yes or no?
Oh, I love music in the
Do
kitchen,
ya?
but I want it at a reasonable level. Okay,
And,
and it's also going to be unanimous of what everybody likes to listen to.
Yes.
So if Joe Bob wants rap and I want heavy metal, no music,
No.
none.
Unless you're pulling up some Anthrax.
Right.
You know?
Right. But my biggest pet peeve is during dinner rush, no music. You've got to be able to communicate.
I was always wondering, even when I drove a truck, I never listened to music. Because I wanted to hear the note.
Right.
Now, I listen to audiobooks because I can use it in my headset.
Right.
And I only had one ear covered up, but I could still, I always wore I left my ear open that I could hear outside of the semi. And the same way whenever I cook, I want to be able to hear everything.
Right.
You know, because I've seen people blaring, getting down, jamming, and next thing you know, their biscuits are burning because they didn't hear the timer go off.
Exactly.
So I was always one who, I don't like music in the kitchen, but that's just me.
Right.
You know, I like
See,
to be able to hear things.
like I said, I like music in the kitchen, but during dinner rush or lunch rush, it's off.
Yeah. I don't mind doing
Because
that time.
if I'm calling off my ticket, I want to hear heard.
Yes, heard, yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
The other thing I want to hear is if you're running behind me, I want to hear behind.
Exactly.
So if we're running through, a heavy load, and we got music blaring in the background, I'm deaf in my left ear.
Yeah, you can't hear
I'm not going to hear you yell back heard or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be waiting for you to say heard, and you may have already said it. Yeah. So music off, we'll get through the rush, crank that maybe back up, and we jam out cleaning up the kitchen.
And you got to make sure everybody's on the same
right.
page.
Got to be on the same page. Timing is crucial.
If you holler out a ticket, or what's the timing on this, and somebody thinks you're talking about a ticket ahead, and they're talking about a steak or something like, oh, we're coming up, or it's going to be 5 minutes longer. You can start setting up your plating, start setting your stuff up to be expedited to go out, and nothing's done yet.
Exactly.
And everything's sitting in the window. It's getting cold, and it's just.
Or your expo guy yelling out, asking what's been fired and what's not.
Exactly.
And nobody hears him. Now he's standing there wasting time when he could be dealing with the customers.
Another pet peeve I have too, if it's, pay attention if you're running a special or
right.
if you're low on a product and know when to 86 it.
Exactly.
Okay, I've got these 5 tickets in. I have 2 orders left, 86. We're done. That's it. Oh, do you have just one more back there? No, I don't. I don't.
Right.
It's just no.
There's a reason it's 86.
Because if you keep sending that product out and somebody sees it, it might be the last one. They're like, well, they got it.
Exactly.
No, it's just.
See, I'll run it till it's down to 2 portions.
Yes. And that's it.
And then I shut it down. And if those 2 portions sell, I'll sell them, but I'll make sure that they know that's it.
That is it. We're done.
But I shut it down in 2 portions, so this way there might be a straggling ticket coming in.
Yeah.
Now, if I get 4 orders, they already know there's only 2.
Yeah. That's where the communication, not just within the kitchen, but the wait staff as well. Because I told you 86. Well, I didn't hear it.
That's why you always have your
did you hear
your
that?
Your charge waitress is who you tell.
Yes.
She or he, I should say waitress or wait staff.
Yes.
You tell them, and they'll go ahead and relay it to everybody else on the floor, or you tell your bar manager or your host, and let them relay it. But they have to relay it.
And if nobody heard me, I'll just go out in the dining room and, hey, 86 the ribs.
Yep.
86, no ribs. We're done. Oh, are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. We're done. And and I can't remember the name of the place, but there's a barbecue place in St. Louis that they only put so many portions out a day of certain things. And once it's done, it's done. So you better get there early. See,
and that's when I open my restaurant, there's certain things that I'll have on my menu that when they're done, they're done.
Yeah, that's it.
So you're only going to get them for however portions I have. And that's it. I want to create that want. And as time goes on, I'll up the amount of what I have.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing, chicken cordon bleu dinner.
Yes.
Okay. It's a bar. A lot of people aren't going to order it. But I want to bring gourmet to the bar scene.
Yeah.
So cordon bleu technically nowadays is not gourmet anymore. It used to be. But chicken Kiev. Something like that. Put that out, have a certain amount of portions. When it's gone, it's gone. Next people come in. Oh, I really wanted it. We'll have it next week, Thursday. Come on back. I'll make sure you get a plate.
Exactly.
I'll reserve a plate for you. What's your name? What time do you think you'll be here? Write it down, hang it up in the kitchen. You know, Bob from, Cross Country Avenue is coming in at 6 p.m. and wants that special.
On the weekends, I used to do, I do pork steaks and pork chops and ribs and chicken and barbecue all that stuff up. And we had a gentleman who would drive an hour and a half, almost 2 hours just to get our ribs.
Wow.
And he was in his 60s and his dad was in his 80s, I believe. And that's what they wanted. But by the time he got there, it would be sold out.
Right.
And this guy drove almost 2 hours one way to get this. So I'm like, you have to call me. If, let me know, then I'll put that back for you. That way, we make sure you get it, because that type of dedication, a 4-hour drive almost just to get ribs.
Look at that.
Beautiful color.
Now look.
Nice.
See how golden they are? Now that's with fresh oil, and you see how dark they're getting.
Yep.
And as you watch, you can actually watch it get darker just being out of the oil.
As we stand there, as we
Right.
speak.
Now, if I were to use just straight vegetable oil, they wouldn't be dark like this.
Have a lighter color.
Yeah. I got about 3 more minutes, and then I can pull them all out and let them rest, and we'll get some sauce on them and get them plated.
I don't think.
And once these get pulled, I can go up and bring the smoked wings in, and we can drop them right in.
And letting your food rest makes the biggest
Yes.
difference. Let it rest. Let your steaks rest. Let it reabsorb that juices in there, and keep it nice and tender. There's a resting process. It's just, you don't.
And the biggest thing is with my sauce, because it's made with real butter, it's not made with artificial butter or shortening. It's made with real butter.
Yes.
So the hotter they are, the more it melts. So you want it to coat nice and thick. Because it's one of the biggest things people complain about is, oh, there's no sauce on my wings. Well, it's because it was made with butter. They got tossed right out of the fryer. It's going to soak it in.
Yeah.
And it's going to run off. It's going to be on the bottom of your plate. So if you let them rest for a little bit and cool off on the outside edge, when the customer gets it, they're going to be covered in sauce. By the time they're done eating, the sauce is going to melt.
Yes.
So it gives the persona of, oh, there's a lot of sauce on it. No, it's the same sauce I would have put on if I'd have just tossed them right out of the fryer. But it melts faster because it's made with real butter.
Exactly.
A lot of places use the synthetic butter, I call it, the whirl, and the chemically made butter.
Yeah.
I don't like chemicals. Never did, never will. Not a big fan of imitation butter.
Yeah, whirl's really big in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I've seen, and it's.
I'll spend the extra money and charge extra for my wings just because I use real butter.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I use the unsalted. There's enough salt in my sauce to. I don't need to add it with the butter.
Yes. Even baking and everything else, I always using low sodium soy if I'm using it. Or
Right.
I use low sodium. My chicken broth or my beef broth is always no sodium, because you don't have to tweak your recipe halfway through. So
Right.
you add the salt in gradually if you need it. Salt should be tasted and added in toward the end, in my opinion. But it's kind of like the chili I'm making. All the spices I'm adding in and blending. My broth's going to be low sodium. I don't all that extra salt in there. I'll just add that in at the end if I need to.
All right, there we go. You can see the color.
That's golden brown, not burnt.
Okay. You can bring these all out. You can see the difference of colors. I mean, this is why I use the Crisco along with the vegetable oil. These will be nice and crispy. Normally, I have a cooling rack that I set them onto, so I'll bring them out. In the restaurant industry, you have baskets you can hang them off of, and they'll hang for a little bit. The longer they sit on a tray where they can keep heating up, the softer they're going to get. The only way to eat a buffalo wing is crispy. You don't want a rubbery wing. These, I literally consider these pigeon wings. This is not what we serve in Buffalo. It's hard to find the jumbo wings out here. It really is. If and when I do open, hoping soon, if I can pull it off, ran into a little financial problem with remodeling the house and everything.
Yep.
But if I can pull off getting that restaurant open, I will be having wings imported through my food supplier from the Buffalo area, which are the jumbo wings, along with my hot dogs, because You guys don't have good hot dogs out here. I'm sorry. All right, while those are resting, I'm going to go out and grab the wings out of the smoker.
Awesome.
Keep them entertained. I don't know. Make Leo do dances or something.
Dancing and singing and hanging out. What's going on, buddy? Huh? You gonna get some wingies? Leo want wingy? Want wingy? Hi, buddy. This is kind of like the intermission time here. I'll just hum stuff in the background, you know. Kind of like at the drive-in, you know. That's time to go to use the bathroom, order another pizza before they close, get another drink, some more popcorn. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's go to the kitchen.
All right, so it's got a light smoke on them, not very heavy,
No, you can see it.
but
It's got a nice, beautiful color.
now if it was in my stick smoker, they'd be darker, a lot darker. Okay, so this is why I say once you put these in here, this oil is no good unless you're going to keep doing smoked wings. Then you're fine, and you're going to see why as soon as I put this in here. You can hear it. That's your seasonings literally frying. But you can smell it.
Oh yeah, right here. It's like a campfire, brother.
And it's just a light smoke. I mean, you could do a heavier smoke. I prefer a heavier smoke, but a lot of people don't. You see how high up that's coming with just 10 wings?
Got seasoning on it.
It's because of the seasoning. That's why I say your oil is done. Now,
that's why a lot of your restaurant food that comes pre-breaded and pre-seasoned really just kills your fryers.
exactly.
And if you don't filter it every day, or at least one. Sometimes I filter it a couple times during
Right.
the shift. You know,
You have to. But again, here we are washing my hands again.
exactly.
Why? Touched raw chicken. All right. So now that that's all set and those are cooking, we can go ahead and move on to saucing the wing. Now, what I like to do, I call it the finger test. I'll take one of my middle finger. If I could touch the wing, we're good.
I just like to bite into it and go, son of a bitch, that's hot.
Okay, so we got 10 wings in there. You get out your sauce. I mean, I'd love to tell you how to make my sauce, but I'd have to kill you. Don't cancel me. It's a joke.
Just kidding, but not really.
You can see how thick that is. Probably should have heated it up a little bit. I think it's still a little too cold. I probably should have heated it up a little bit to give it a little. But you can see how thick the sauce is on there now.
Love it. Nice.
Now this is where I tend to get a little picky about things. Right back to the plating. Okay? Always, always, always alternate. Again, it's all about presentation.
Presentation.
Okay? There's your first 10.
Beautiful.
Now, because we got the smoked wings, all 10 are not going to be, because we only got 20 wings in here, 10 wings, so actually we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more to go. Now, since this is already pretty much down a little bit, go ahead and add the rest of your wings. Since it's thawed out a little bit, there we go. Nice and covered, coated evenly. Again, always alternate. Now this one I'm going to put a little bit less on because we got the smoked wings also going on.
Okay.
Come on. Little pigeon wing there. We're going to take some off of here. Okay, so those are done. Get a cloth because I made a mess out of the plates. Always keep your plates clean. All right, now the biggest thing with these, blue cheese. Gotta have blue cheese. It's the only way to eat a buffalo wing. You guys can say what you want about your ranch. This is how you eat a buffalo wing. So you get blue cheese.
I never was a big ranch fan. I just never was. I never.
I don't understand the fixation with ranch
I
with
don't
chicken
either.
wings.
I just ranch in general. I mean, I don't even eat on my
I
salad.
like my ranch on my salad.
Do you? Because
Love it on my salad. Don't put it on my wings. Don't put it on my fingers. The only other way I want to eat my ranch is my chicken bacon ranch wrap. That's it. Now, look at these.
Nice.
They're not ready yet, but they're getting close. Now this is a whole nother flavor to that. Those are good. If you want to try one, test it out, tell me what you think. Grab one from the plate, chow one down. And then you can...
I'm going to grab a drum just because it's going to be easier for me to...
Right. Then you can decipher between the smoked and my mediums.
Let's go. Nice and juicy in the middle, crispy on the outside, and buffalo sauce was awesome, man.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Excellent. Wow. Kind of tickles the back of your throat.
It gives you that little burn, that after. Not too hot.
No, not at all. And that butter and everything, there's that creaminess to it.
Yep.
You get the buffalo flavor right off the bat. You get a little bit of a tickle in your throat just because of what little heat it does have, and it's not overbearing. It's got great.
Yeah.
It's great. Perfect. It's got great consistency, and then it finishes up with that smooth butter finish to it.
Yeah. It's got that nice.
Not whisk.
Right.
That is a true butter. That's
None of that. None of that fake stuff. None of that chemical based.
Like Tommy Boy, Wazzy want wingy.
Yeah. Not so much here,
Yeah,
but here.
right here. Richard, what's happening? Love that movie.
One of my all-time favorites. And I think it's because a lot of us can relate to being Tommy Boy.
Oh, yeah.
100% we can relate.
Easily.
We were the class clowns, didn't know our ass from the hole in the ground, and tried to do what we knew we couldn't do, and then wound up falling into something we could.
You just never know where life's going to take you, man.
Right. That movie, to me, screams differently than what it portrays.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Richard, we've all had that friend.
Oh, yeah.
A little Poindexter of, it's got to be this way. No, dude. Take a chill. Relax. Sit back and realize life.
Did I hear a niner in there? Did you call it a yeah, the Thin Candy Show. I'm surprised you didn't know that. Your brain has the show on it.
What was your favorite little rascal? Spanky? Oh, Richard, look, it's Spankavision.
Were you watching that favorite comedian of yours, Buddy Wackett?
And every single one of those lines were ad-libbed.
Yeah.
That was not in the script.
Nope.
Watching David Spade talk about it was hysterical. He's like, it was so hard to keep a straight face while he was doing this because nothing that he said was in the script. Nothing. But that's what made Chris Farley. It touched right in there.
It's really good, man. Excellent.
Thank you.
Really good.
Now you got to dip it in the blue cheese and make it perfect. That's where you get the true buffalo flavor.
I always like to try my stuff individually to get the flavor to it. And then you get the flavor. And everything kind of melt together and get that combined flavor of everything. It's just, man,
Yeah.
It's awesome. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to try that blue cheese.
Then, where are you all? All right, we'll just do it this way. This is for the smoked wings. You take your favorite barbecue. I personally like open pit, but the only barbecue sauce I have right now is Sweet Baby Ray's. Like Sweet Baby Ray. This is going to be for the smoked wing. Nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. But then again, none of my food really is that fancy. It just kind of sounds fancy. Alrighty. Bring you back out. Time to bring out the smoked wings. These are your smoked wings. You can see the color, you can see the smoke. And wait till you taste them. Now, you don't shake these, you don't put anything on them, you serve them plain,
As is.
and you dip them in the barbecue. Or you eat them without, because all your flavor has already been melted down from the smoker into the meat. So that Old Bay that is on here is literally what you're tasting. Shut your burner off the second you pull out the last set of wings. Let those rest. Now come over and take a big whiff. Now you can really smell the smoke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those are my style of smoked wing. Like I said, there's barbecue places out there that do them to perfection on the smoker, start to finish. I like this way. Like I said, what I do may not be right,
Exactly.
but it's what I like.
Exactly. It's your way.
So this is my idea of a smoked wing. I mean, I like them a little bit darker with smoke, but I don't know how you are with smoke. I know my dad doesn't like a heavy smoke, so I'm doing it more of a light.
Like the last batch of wings I made on the Traeger, I use like an apple wood, cherry wood.
See, I use hickory only.
Exactly, and I use hickory, and I do like hickory. But like Lori and stuff, she doesn't like a heavy smoke taste, so I kind of mellow it down, and then I'll do it from start to finish on the smoker as well. But that's just something I do. But I've also done how you've done it as well, fried them up in a couple ways. So everybody has their own different style, and that's what we talked about. You know,
I made the mistake of trying to fry them first and then smoking them, and it was a total waste because it didn't grab the smoke flavor. All it did was make the skin rubbery and the chicken rubbery. So it took me a little bit to figure this out, and then when I did figure it out, when I offered them, I couldn't keep up. I only had a small makeshift smoker in my kitchen. I mean, I took a perforated pan and a chafing dish, put it over the top of a burner, and threw wood chips in it and covered it with tinfoil.
Yeah.
That was my smoker. That's all I had. And as soon as it started smoking, I shut the burner off because now it's smoking. I don't need the burner on anymore.
You just want the smoke flavor.
Right. Okay, so now we go 2, 2, and 2. Unfortunately, somebody's going to get... 1, 2, 3. I'll give you 4. There you go.
Beautiful.
All right, and that's it. That's how you make the wings.
Nice, brother. Very nice. Great job.
Thank you.
Really good job.
And like I said, I would love to tell you what's in my recipe, but that's not happening. I already gave you my smoked wing recipe. I'm not giving you my wing recipe.
That's the beautiful
Nor am I giving you my blue cheese recipe.
Exactly.
Sorry, guys, but
blue cheese is amazing. I could drink it. I literally could.
Right? I mean, it's good. It's really good.
It's excellent.
All right. Now, here's the real test. Look at the smoke ring inside there.
Beautiful.
And that was only on the smoker for what? Total of 20 minutes?
If people don't understand what the smoke ring is, show them there, Jimmy, what he's talking about.
See that pink ring right there?
Pink ring.
That's not blood.
It's not blood. It's not done. That is just smoke penetrating.
Yeah.
And the more it smokes and the longer it smokes, the deeper that color's going to get. Look at that.
That is so good. As Mr. Food would say, ooh, it's so good. You got to try one.
Definitely have to try one.
And then you get to eat your bugs.
Oh, yeah. We go with a little bit of barbecue sauce here. I don't mind Sweet Baby Ray's. It's kind of a little bit too sweet for me. I'm more a Kansas City type barbecue guy.
See, I'm
more tangy, got that zest in there. But that's me. But this is not this is an excellent barbecue sauce. But sometimes it's just too sweet for me, and I think just over time my taste buds kind of change, get older and everything.
See, I'm more of a sweeter barbecue.
Yeah. It's awesome, man.
Right?
Delicious.
These came out better than I ever expected when I first made them. Well, actually, no. When I first made them, they didn't come out that good. But when I finally figured out how to make them the way I wanted them, the flavor was unreal.
You got to have the blue cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have it.
Got to have the blue cheese.
Wow.
But the blue cheese on the wing screams volumes. And that is a real buffalo wing.
Right there. Awesome.
That's perfect. Not to toot my own horn, but
Good, man. It's excellent. Toot.
better than the bugs you're going to eat.
That love the bugs.
Oh, I'm gonna go give my dad his.
Yeah.
So good.
Excellent, brother. Nice job.
Thank you.
Really good. You got to have the blue cheese, ladies and gentlemen. Got to have it.
There you go, Dad.
I just wanted to kind of show you my drum right here. I wasn't going to double dip. Nice. Excellent.
I take it we lost. How bad? Oh my God. Again. So good.
Nice.
I could literally devour these for days. When I was making these at the pizzeria, I couldn't keep up with the orders, so I would limit 10 orders a day.
How's that?
I didn't have a big enough smoker for them. Or actually, people call ahead of time to reserve their order, and then I could add. So good.
After filming for an hour and 16 minutes, I got to pee. What maybe I'll do, that fish is going to be here tomorrow. Maybe I'll finish my bugs and the fish at the same time.
That'll
Making it extra
There we go.
nasty. So, but great job, brother. Excellent.
Thank you.
Great first video.
Appreciate it.
You know, really, really good.
It was enjoyable.
It's very enjoyable. It's great. It was fun. It was fun. Really fun.
Now I get to make my wife dinner because she don't eat chicken wings.
Lori's kind of that way too. She doesn't like meat on the bone.
Yeah.
Because if she gets something gristly or something like that, she's done with it. So.
Yeah, that's the way Dee is. She doesn't like
Yep.
meat on the bone.
If you like these videos and you want us just to do something else, let us know.
Yep, definitely.
Our YouTube videos are going to be out every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Our podcast on Spotify is going to be out every Monday at 5 p.m. We're going to get back into it. If you need to reach out to us, you can contact us at twochefsmission@gmail.com. And that's for both our podcast and our regular email. And if you like it, like and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Have the comments. And let us know how you cook your wings.
Right.
And
I would love to see different ways.
And the cookbooks that I do too, I get people sending me videos and showing me pictures of what the dishes that I have in the cookbook, and it's amazing feeling seeing what people do.
Right.
Okay, and I make a couple dishes. I like to use couscous sometimes, but they prefer rice. I made it with the white rice. Perfect. It looks beautiful. You did a great job.
Right.
Or it doesn't look like yours. I don't care if it doesn't look like mine.
Right. It's exactly. It's not the point. Same with this. I mean, you may not like how crispy they come out.
Mm-hmm.
Then just use straight vegetable oil.
Adjust it to your liking.
Leave the Crisco out of it. Go straight vegetable oil. But the thing is, with the Crisco, these are going to stay crispier longer.
Yes.
So at the restaurants, when you have the deep fryer and you're doing the two different vats, when you put it in that to-go box, what do? They sweat.
Yes.
So now if you got the vents in it and you do the half and half, they're going to stay crispier longer. So when they get home, they're going to have crispy wings. Right. It's not a soggy mess.
You get somebody who has a bad day or something, they pick up wings that craps all over your finger and stuff, like, oh, this shit sucks. And they throw it down. I've seen it happen.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, I just think some food shouldn't be
to go.
To go.
There's a lot of food that shouldn't be to go.
I'm not a big to go person.
No.
I'm really
and I hate when people basically judge a restaurant on to go orders.
No.
You see it all the time on YouTube. They'll go in, they'll get an order, they'll take it home, and that's what they rate it off.
Yeah.
Okay, you just drove to a place that made it fresh.
Yes.
Picked it up, drove your 20 to 30 minutes home, and now you're going to rate them on quality.
Yeah, you walked it in, you sat on the table, you fed the dog, you went and got the kids.
Right.
And they probably sat there another 45 minutes. The next thing you know, the fries are soggy, they're greasy.
And it's not a fair review.
This place sucks. No, it doesn't suck.
You just didn't get it while it was fresh.
I'm not a big fan of to-go orders. I understand. And people want to grab it and go home. They don't have time to come out, or maybe they just don't want to eat. They want to sit at home, watch a movie, enjoy something. I'm over here bumping up against your fridge.
I see that.
I'm killing
I don't
it.
know what you did to it.
I think I locked it. Might have to unlock it, hold it for.
What the heck did you do?
Welcome to the next video of 2 chefs, 1 fridge. I have a digital thing at home as well, and
I don't know what you did to it.
My guess is I probably locked it. I believe your wife's here, possibly.
Probably. She'll be waiting for her food. I gotta get her something to eat.
Well, again, if you like what you see here, subscribe to our channel, check us out, reach out to us. You can also reach out to us through our podcast. You can get a hold of us either way.
Yep.
And we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
So, we enjoyed this. We're glad to be back. Glad Jimmy's home. Glad everybody's safe. Glad the dog's not dead.
All right.
Maybe we can work on getting you to like Ohio a little bit better.
I
Try.
like the people. Don't get me wrong. I do like the people. I just don't like your highway through your state to come here because it don't like me.
Spent a lot of time in Cincinnati, big
Yeah.
city. Kind of neat. So
It's nothing negative against the state. It's I don't like the route coming down here because it don't like me. Ohio tries to kill me every time.
anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chef Jimmy's wings, smoked wings and fried wings with these homemade blue cheese sauce, which you need to try. That's his homemade buffalo sauce, which you will not get the recipe for. Neither will I, and I'm not even going to ask. So we appreciate everything. Young lady just walked to the door. How you doing, ma'am?
That's my wife, Dee.
I remember Dee. We went to school together. Those flowers for me?
I can buy my own flowers. What's your name?
Jason. Molten?
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. How are
Yeah,
you?
doing well. Whenever you finally told me I'm like, I know them. I know this. I know her dad. I know the whole family. Matter of fact, your